Again, welcome everyone for being here. You may have a lot of questions along the way. We welcome questions. If it's easy enough to put in the chat box, try that. I will build in some time after the presentation and before trivia, and we can answer some questions. And certainly if we can't go into detail in this 1 hour that we budgeted, we will definitely follow up with you. Having said all that, I am just so pleased to welcome you to our Reimagine Play4JA, and this program is not possible without our very generous support from our presenting sponsor, Bank of America. And we have Laura Dolan here with us today on behalf of Bank of America. So I want to give Laura, a minute to welcome everyone.
No, great. Thanks, Lisa, and welcome everyone. Super excited to learn more about this. I've had a little bit of a tease, but I'm excited to do the trivia today. But Bank of America is so pleased to be a longstanding presenting sponsor of JA's Bowl-a-thon. I think it's been for 33 years. So this is different times, but we are super excited to really work with Lisa and Courtney on this reimagined event in place or complementing a traditional bowl-a-thon. Bank of America, our purpose is really to make financial lives better with the power of every connection. And we really focus on workforce development and education. So really partnering with the amazing work JA does is just a natural fit. And so, we're very thankful for the great work that they do in our community. We're excited to continue our support as they, hate to use that word, pivot, but did a great job pivoting to try to come up with, great ideas and things for us to do as company coordinators to continue to engage our employees in their support of JA while really having a lot of fun. So thanks again for supporting Play4JA, and have fun playing with the trivia. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Laura. We're so proud to have Bank of America as a supporter all these years. So we do hope to return to our longstanding bowl-a-thon experience as soon as circumstances allow. So we'll keep that in mind. But this year, we are so pleased to move forward with Play4JA. I'm going to start with a very short video that's very relevant.
Tomorrow will be a better day. A day for making new friends, standing ovations, hugging loved ones, and for all those other moments we took for granted. This better tomorrow is more than just a day away. Until then, Junior Achievement is preparing young people by helping them make a connection between education and their dreams, increasing their likelihood of finding career success, starting a business, and navigating economic uncertainty. We are giving young people the gift of hope. And when that better tomorrow finally arrives, so will they.
The need for JA programs is more important than ever. Now is the time to act. Junior Achievement's proven programs are shown to inspire and prepare young people for success, even in challenging times. Our approach is demonstrated to give students the tools they need to increase their chances of reaching their potential. Knowledge is power, and Junior Achievement's proven approach will give our area students the power in the form of financial literacy, career and work readiness, and entrepreneurship. These skills will not only improve their lives, but will bolster their families, their communities, and our nation. Even in these uncertain times, Junior Achievement is dedicated to delivering programs to young people, whether in person, remotely, online, or by video. But to do this, we need to start now, because tomorrow needs you today. Our Play4JA peer fundraising goal this year is $60,000, and I'm extremely confident that together we can reach that goal. Right now, the health and safety of students, staff, and stakeholders are top priorities for junior achievement. As a result, JA areas will prioritize the use of virtual volunteering, remote options, and teacher-led models for junior achievement program delivery this spring as part of our digital-first approach. Traditionally, JA's core learning environment has been the classroom. As evidenced over the past months, the definition of a classroom has changed. Research shows that the most impactful learning effectively combines personal interaction and technology. Our recent transformation into blended digital learning has enabled JA to keep our program delivery relevant and responsive in the changing educational landscape. Now more than ever, we recognize the need to accelerate our online and virtual capability and are committed to keeping students in control of their learning and financial futures. This digital-first focus will prioritize effective models for connecting volunteers with students in virtual settings, will enhance JA's online delivery infrastructure and complement existing programs. And we will create new digital experiences to meet the ever-changing needs of the modern classroom. So to express your virtual volunteer interest, please contact Alicia Ivansy. You can reach out to myself or Courtney, any of us at JA. We'll be happy to talk with you further about much needed volunteer experience. Play4JA is not possible without the generous support of our longstanding presenting sponsor, of course, Bank of America. I'd also like to thank Tops Markets for their generous support as our fundraising incentive supporter. Please take a moment to recognize our silver sponsors. We are so thankful for additional support from the following sponsors. As you can see, you are in good company with many Western New York JA board members and supporters. Okay. So Play4JA is being designed with extreme flexibility and customization because we know our supporters are managing in-person and remote work environments. Courtney and I have had a lot of individual conversations with many of you, so we really appreciate that, knowing where you are at this point. So I will go into a little bit more detail about each event, but as you can see, there are a few events we're going to talk about, such as bowling, trivia, an adult stock market challenge, and a wild card or name your game activity of your choice. So keep in mind that you and your organization have the option to embrace and promote one activity or multiple activities to appeal to more participants. Courtney and I are here to help you navigate our Play4JA opportunities and the fundraising. Okay, so bowling. We all love bowling, and the thought of not doing bowling early on in this experience of reimagining it was kind of hard. So we thought, well, maybe there is a way we can still bowl. So for those companies that do love bowling and want to stay true to the JA bowling experience, you still can. All bowling centers are open for business, and they are following the CDC guidelines. I know Jamestown Bowling Center renovated over the summer. Transit lanes, that's the photo in the middle of this page. They have really nice dividers in between each lanes, and it looks fantastic. So you could feel confident bowling in a small group if your workplace allows. So if that is the case, teams that choose to bowl will coordinate their activity on your own, and we suggest doing it sometime in the month of March. So if you cannot bowl in person, there are creative virtual bowling suggestions such as a Wii tournament, or download a bowling app to your phone or tablet. I did that recently. It's very fun. It's not the same, but it sounds pretty good. I also want to let you know that in the past we collected a $10 per person lane fee. This year that bowling fee would not apply. A little bit more about our trivia. Trivia has been a very popular alternative to Bowl-a-thon and other JA areas, so I've learned a lot from my JA peers. Trivia is the ideal virtual experience that can be played at home or at work with your colleagues or with our Play4JA community that we're building right now. We found a software program that allows us to host a large number of players while doing multiple rounds. We can also do some team-based rounds. So trivia points are earned for speed and accuracy, and the trivia experience is typically about 60 minutes. Today, you're going to experience about 20 minutes of trivia. So as I said before, make sure you have your mobile phone or tablet nearby as we conclude this brief program so we can go right into our trivia game. Okay. For companies and individuals interested in trivia, we have scheduled 6 different events throughout the month of March, including different days of the week and different times of the day. I'm sorry. Okay, so the full schedule will be available in your coordinator guide. So each trivia contest comes with an opportunity to win some random door prizes, so we'll have a lot of fun with that. As you'll see for yourself very soon, this is designed to be very fast-paced, fun, casual, and energetic. Okay. There's also an option for individual company trivia, and this would be an option like on a larger scale. So if we could guarantee, say, a minimum of 20 participants, certainly a minimum fundraising threshold, then what we can do is you'll work closely with Courtney, choose a date and time that works best for your company, and we can have fun with it. Options for customized company trivia questions, that makes it fun. Otherwise, the other option is just all your associates can jump in on the March trivia nights or days that we have scheduled. That's in your company coordinator, and that was on the previous slide. So we'll have an individual conversation about that if that's the better fit for you. Okay. This past November, our high school students loved playing our virtual version of the Stock Market Challenge. So much so that we decided to offer this to our adult supporters. We found an online program called howthemarketworks.com, and it's a fun, easy, and realistic and energetic way to play the stock market in a contest format. So the dates of the 2-week period starting March 8th through Friday, March 19th at the 4 p.m. closing bell. We'll have a lot of fun with this, and we will post a daily leaderboard showcasing the top 10 rankings. It's a fun opportunity to engage employees and encourage smaller corporate teams or individuals to buy and sell for a greatest return on their investment, which is a fictitious amount, and earn a spot on our leaderboard. So a nice way to see exactly what the high school students are learning. We're going to launch this student version again in April. Okay, so we also included, call it a wild card or name your game, really a way to think about wraparound fundraising activities. So teams are encouraged to play your own company activity in the name of JA to help you build team building and with your fundraising efforts. So you know your organization, your culture, your employees, what they might respond to. We just came up with some suggestions: a cornhole tournament if you are meeting in person, bingo, Simon Says, Minute to Win It. Really, this is your opportunity to think like a young person and simply find alternative ways to play. Add the Play4JA. Okay, so as if this is not enough to keep track of and participate in, during June 1st through June 15th, we will premiere our JA Financial Fitness Movement fundraiser. This still falls under the Play4J activities, but is designed a little bit differently. The JA Financial Fitness Movement is a 2-week challenge of 25 exercise miles. Individuals raise funds and track their exercise miles while supporting JA. And these activities can be anything from running, walking, yoga, housework. So this may appeal to groups of JA supporters that normally do not bowl, or professionals that are busy in March, like accountants, and prefer to do fundraising activities in spring. But for today's purpose, today's program goal is to really help you focus on the month of March play activities. But also we want to let you know that we have even more planned for you in June. Now, it is my pleasure to turn our program over to my colleague, Courtney McClurg.
Hi, everyone. I've met quite a few of you already, but for those of you who I haven't met, I am Courtney and I am new to the team. I'm so excited to be here. I will be your main contact for everything Play4JA. So to talk a little bit about your resources, in your invite to the kickoff, you received your coordinator guide. This guide walks you through all of the event aspects, from timelines and Play4JA activity descriptions to how to register and start receiving donations. We understand that this year looks a little bit different, and we so appreciate you being here with us. I'm here to help you walk through any roadblocks, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me. As has been used in the past, we'll be using the platform QGive for our event site. The URL to access our page is in your coordinator guide, and I will also be sharing it in the chat during our question and answer portion at the end of our presentation. I'd recommend bookmarking this URL for easy access. Through QGive, not only will you be able to register for Play4JA to solicit and receive donations, but also to the Play4JA mark activities like trivia and stock market challenge. All of the resources you'll need are kept on this event site, but don't worry, I'm going to be doing some how-to videos to help you along the way and show you how to use the site. So to talk a little bit about the timeline, a suggested timeline was shared in your coordinator guide, so I won't go into too much detail here. I just wanted to give a few next steps. First, I'd recommend that you register on the event site and take a look around at all of the resources shared there. You'll see our progress thermometer on the right-hand side, and we have some work to do to get to our $60,000 goal. So the sooner that you can get registered, the better. Next, I'd suggest talking with your team to see who's interested in participating in Play4JA, get a feel for what activities would be popular, and set a team fundraising goal. Encourage as many people as you can to join us and get them registered. Each individual will have a preloaded goal of $50 to reach, the minimum to participate in our March Play4JA activities. So feel free to increase this if you think you can reach a higher goal. And lastly, as I did leading into the kickoff, I'll reach out to you to set up individual calls to discuss where you're at and to see if you need any help getting set up, or how I can help you to help your team reach your fundraising goal. And then to talk a little bit about social media. In this new virtual world, we know that social media is a huge asset to us to spread the word. We'd love it if you could follow us on all social media platforms shown here and engage in our content. Play4JA will be our Play4JA WNY will be our event hashtag. And we'll be sharing individual fundraiser and team shout outs, name your game ideas, and maybe even some practice trivia questions. We want you to be part of the conversation. So please join us in posting about Play4JA WNY, what your team is doing to fundraise, requesting donations, and even what JA is all about. As we've mentioned, this year is different, and all of you are needed now more than ever to help build momentum for this event. So we're looking forward to working with you and getting everything set up. So if there's anything that I can do to help, please just let me know. And next we have kind of a period for question and answer. Like I said, I'll be sharing the QGive site URL in the chat. So if you want to copy that now and save it, please do. And if you want to unmute yourself, you can ask any questions or write them in the chat, whatever you prefer.